everyone, and welcome to day 7 of my Star Wars marathon, and I've got your Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens movie review. 30 years after the original Star Wars trilogy came out, there is an awakening in the Force and a new threat to the galaxy. But did J.J. Abrams really save the franchise? As far as the story goes, a lot has happened since Return of the Jedi, and there have been some bad guys who are trying to locate Luke Skywalker, who has apparently gone off the grid, and nobody knows where he could be. So some are trying to protect his secret location, and others are after that information. So it's kind of taking on this sort of a new hope sort of related storyline. This whole situation basically leads us to this desert planet where there are definitely going to be some newly introduced characters to the franchise that are coming into play. I really felt like this movie definitely had several nods to the original trilogy, and like Han Solo said in that one trailer, he's like everything is real, it all happened, the Jedi, it's real. So I thought like that was really cool to see as well. Now this movie does have a huge cast. As far as the casting goes, you've got the original 3 actors coming back. You've got Harrison Ford back as Han Solo, and he is just better, grungier, and funnier than ever before. So I really liked seeing him develop in this movie. You've got Carrie Fisher back as now General Leia Organa. So I think it was really cool to see her branch out of her normal duties from the previous Star Wars movies. You've got Mark Hamill, who is in this movie, but is he really in this movie? You're just going to have to wait and find out. As far as the new blood goes to the cast, you've got Daisy Ridley, who plays Rey. She is definitely a breath of fresh air in this movie. She's definitely one of my favorite characters, obviously. Probably the best heroine in this movie. And I just really loved everything about her character. You've got John Boyega, who plays an ex-stormtrooper named Finn, and he is the one that's sort of working together with Rey to take out the First Order. And you've got Oscar Isaac, who plays Poe Dameron, and he definitely knows how to fly things, so he's a good person to have around. Then you've got Adam Driver, who plays Kylo Ren, and we all know that he can wield a lightsaber like no other, and just like the different things that he does in the scenes, I thought like he can be really intense, and you know, there's something about him that I almost was turned off about, but I feel like the more I watch this movie, I will learn to have his character grow on me. And there's just so many other characters. Lupita Nyong'o plays Maz Kanata. You've got Max von Sydow, and just a whole bunch of other characters that I was not expecting to see how they would turn out. The things that I liked about this movie, the whole scale of this movie was just incredible. Now, of course, I did see this movie in IMAX 3D, so that could have made a huge difference, which is why I recommend seeing it in like that best format possible. And even just like the massive set pieces and the special effects versus the practical effects, I thought were just really awesome and authentic looking. And like I said about that comic relief, it was there. It didn't bother me that much. And I was definitely surprised from the things that I did see that weren't in the trailers. So I thought like that was really cool to like go into this movie, and I still didn't know anything that was happening before I saw this movie. I loved BB-8. Best little droid ever, even though R2-D2 and C-3PO are in this movie at some point, but BB-8 is awesome. And obviously, that Star Killer base one-ups the Death Star to like 110%. Unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie, well, actually, it's kind of one thing. I was kind of disappointed in the fact that some of the characters in this movie were just very underdeveloped, and I felt like they could have done a lot more with fleshing out these characters. Now, I know there's going to be other movies coming. This is a whole new trilogy that they're making, and obviously Episode 8 is coming out in a few years. So I honestly feel like I loved the heroes developed more than the villains were. Sad to say, I won't say who specifically, but I just couldn't really stand that. So overall, I would say that Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, is definitely one of my favorite Star Wars movies out of all of them. I really enjoyed watching this movie. I will see this several times more, and you guys let me know if you want a spoiler review. So I would highly recommend seeing this movie, and like I said, see it in IMAX 3D. I would give this 4 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, and how would you rank all of these Star Wars movies so far? And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates, coming every week for a Chill Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. And may the Force be with you.